Hello, Bears fans. Have you ever stopped to think about the crucial changes that could define the future of the team? Today on the Bears News Fan Report, we're diving deep into an analysis of the Chicago Bears situation and the decisions that lie ahead. Who will be the leader of the franchise? And more importantly, what should we expect from the draft? Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content. Let's analyze everything that's coming and make our season unforgettable. What do you think, Bears Nation? Could Brian Flores be the solution to transforming the Bears defense? The truth is, while he took the Vikings defense to impressive heights, his history is far from clean. His tumultuous exit from Miami, the accusations of conflict with Tua Tagovailoa. Is it worth betting on Flores, or does he carry a weight that the Bears are not ready to handle? Of course, Flores has talent. His defense with the Vikings was a machine, but his career has seen many ups and downs. The connection with GM Ryan Poles seems like an advantage, but is that enough to justify the gamble? I ask you, Bears fan, is the chance to revitalize the franchise worth taking a risk on someone who already has a history of controversies? With Caleb Williams' future on the line, is he ready to handle all of this? What do you think, Bears Nation? Speaking of the future, let's talk about Kelvin Banks Jr. This young talent could be the key to improving the Bears' offensive line, which, let's admit it, has been a disaster. How do you evaluate the possibility of Banks being the cornerstone of our quarterback protection? Yes, he has some limitations, but does that really matter when he's undoubtedly one of the strongest options in the draft? The offensive line urgently needs reinforcements, and Banks could be the big name to make it happen. But I want to know from you, is Banks the answer, or are there better options? Now, let's talk about Abdul Carter. What do you think, Bears fans? An unstoppable pass rusher. But is defense really our biggest priority? When we have a Caleb Williams being attacked every play, is it worth investing in more defensive power, or should we focus on protecting our future quarterback? The decision on Carter could change the team's direction, but is it the right choice? I ask you, Bears fan, what really matters most right now? Bears fans, the choice between Brian Flores, Kelvin Banks Jr., and Abdul Carter is a milestone in the franchise's history. Each of these decisions could rewrite the future of the team. What would you do? Calculated risks with Flores, a pillar with Banks, or reinforcements for defense with Carter? I want to know your opinion. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with more analysis and discussions like this, don't forget to follow our channel. Turn on notifications and join our community of passionate Bears fans. See you in the next video, and as always, bear down. Now, let's look at the reality of the team. While the Bears try to regain relevance in the league, every move in the draft and every decision about the coaching staff could be the game changer that defines whether we will be a competitive team again or fall into an endless rebuilding cycle. The truth is, the stakes are high, and every choice is an opportunity to change the franchise's destiny. When we talk about Brian Flores, we're talking about someone who could bring a winning mindset. Yes, but can he really fix the mistakes of the past? Will Flores have the ability to unite the team, especially when it comes to a young quarterback like Caleb Williams? Or will he get lost again in internal conflicts? Flores could be the key to the defense, but does he have the necessary balance to lead the full rebuilding of the Bears? Speaking of rebuilding, Kelvin Banks Jr. could be the cornerstone we need. His ability in offensive line play is impressive, but as any good Bears fan knows, a strong offensive line is only part of a winning team. Will Banks be able to transform this line? Or maybe instead, we should be thinking about a longer-term plan, where protecting Caleb is just the beginning of a continuous evolution process, including broader strategic adjustments. Each of us as fans knows that defense can be crucial, but we also know that without a solid offensive line, any quarterback, no matter how good, will simply be a target. The Bears' offensive line has historically been a weak point. And while defense needs reinforcements, maybe the true focus should be on ensuring the protection of our future QB, Caleb Williams, from the start. But what if, by investing in an elite defense, the Bears fail to secure protection for their offensive talent? That's the big question. Abdul Carter, with his impressive pass rushing ability, could be the missing piece for our defense. But the need to protect Caleb Williams can't be ignored. Is Carter the priority, or should we take a closer look at options that will strengthen the offensive line and create a safer future for our QB? Every choice will be a decision that affects the Bears' trajectory in the coming years. Bears Nation, what do you think about all of this? We're talking about an uncertain future, but also one full of possibilities. Flores could be the leader we need, but he also brings risks. Kelvin Jr. could be the name that solves our offensive line problems, or maybe another talent will emerge to provide even more solutions. Abdul Carter could be the game changer for the defense, but should the real focus be on ensuring that our QB is protected? Now, we want to hear your voice. If you're a true Bears fan, your opinion is crucial in defining the team's direction. What would you do in this scenario? Which of these choices seems to be the most sensible to ensure that our team is competitive again? Comment below and share your ideas with us because together as a true fan community, we'll help shape the future of the Chicago Bears. As a Bears fan, I believe we're at a crucial moment for the franchise. The decision on who the next coach will be and how we handle the protection of our future quarterback, Caleb Williams, are choices that could define our future in the NFL. If I had to choose between Brian Flores and other options, my biggest concern would be the risk associated with his time at the Miami Dolphins. Of course, he has a track record of success with offenses, but he also brought a lot of controversy with him. And honestly, I'm not sure we're ready to handle that in Chicago, especially with such a promising QB like Williams. The pressure to rebuild the team and avoid the mistakes of the past would be enormous. On the other hand, he could bring a winning mindset and transform our defense. But can he also protect our QB and build a solid culture? It's a doubt that still makes me think. As for the offensive line, Kelvin Jr. seems like an excellent option. If the draft is the opportunity to change the face of our team, this is where we should go all in. If we can reinforce the offensive line, we can not only protect Caleb Williams, but also give space for the offense to grow more solidly. The offensive line, to me, is the foundation of any winning team. Without good protection, it doesn't matter if we have the best quarterback or amazing defensive talent, we'll continue to suffer. However, defense also can't be ignored, especially with the chance to have someone like Abdul Carter, who has the potential to be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. With Montez Sweat on our team, he could be the key piece for creating a dominant defensive line. But again, if we can't protect Caleb Williams, what's the point of having an elite defense? In the end, as a fan, my biggest wish is to see the franchise back at the top. But to do that, we need to make the right choices. Protect our QB, pick the coach who can really implement a winning culture, and at the same time, reinforce the team's weaker areas. If we can do that, the Bears could finally become a respected team in the league again. And of course, don't forget to follow the Bears News Fan Report for more discussions like this. Join us, turn on notifications, and be part of the journey to a victorious future. Because as always, bear down.